there. It's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 173, and we're talking the first half of 2024. Half the year is over, more than half the year is over at this point as we record in mid-July. Crazy. And it's been a year for stuff, and we're going to talk about stuff and things. Kayla is joining me.
Hey.
And so is Mike.
Hello, I'm here. Stuff. I don't know things. I got stuff. I brought stuff.
It's good. Some of it good, I'm sure. And I don't know if I was I'm your host, Eric. I don't know if I introduced myself. If you're listening, or
who are you?
You know who I am. We might have D. I don't know. He was supposed to be on this episode, so possibly special guest Demetrius as well on this one. But we are gonna go over our favorite things, our favorite shows, movies, and games of the first half of 2024. This is our very early primer for the Nonsense of the Year Awards. These are our mid-year recommendations. Before we get into that, it's been a little while since we've recorded, so probably checked out a couple things since the last time we've recorded. Maybe, I don't know. Let's talk them out. I don't think it'd be spoilers for. I don't think anything we've seen recently, Kayla, would be spoilers for our mid-year list, right? I mean, we're catching.
Oh, I do.
Oh, really? Okay. So, we're all caught up on The Acolyte and House of the Dragon at this point, and The Boys. How you feeling about the recent run of TV we've been really digging into?
Spoilers for my list, I guess, with that introduction. This last episode of The Boys, I don't think I was breathing like the entire time. There was a whole sections where I definitely was not breathing, and that show really, really like holds nothing back, and it is fucking wild.
You know,
so definitely jaw dropping, like, oh my god, hand over my mouth, stuck. Like the show went on, they're moved into different scenes, and I'm still stuck. So kudos to them. They really, really go for it.
It's so interesting because, like, this season's getting really, like, mixed or even, like, lower than middling reviews overall. And I don't know. I don't get it because I think it's just more like if you dig The Boys,
fucking good.
Yeah, if it's more of the same. Like, really, it's more of The Boys. So if you bounce off The Boys and don't like that humor, that gross stuff, that violence and stuff, then fine. But it is weird to see a lot of the reviews of like, oh, The Boys has lost its touch and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know. It's the same shit, really. Like, but yeah. That's good stuff. Yeah, and The Acolyte.
House of the Dragons, meh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's always a tough road to hoe, right, for Kayla on House of the Dragon. That's okay.
It is.
That's okay. I thought this last episode was phenomenal. One of the
It was pretty good. The last episode was pretty good. Had nothing to do with the characters, really, so much, but
I feel you. Yeah, episode 4 of House of the Dragon was Chef's Kiss for me. But Mike, I think you've watched The Bear at this point. All of it, most.
I'm six deep.
Okay.
I kind of understand the mixed reviews that people give it. I guess there's reviews of people saying that it's never been good or whatever. Fuck those people. Whatever. I kind of like that they've taken their foot off the gas and let this shit breathe, because it was just. I bet the first 2 seasons probably take place over
an hour,
a month. I don't know, like less than a month.
Yeah,
like in their lives, and man, yeah, let things happen. Like and I'm eager to finish it. I've been kind of just slowly, one episode a night, kind of here and there thing. I'm in no rush, and I think that's the way to do it. I don't know. I don't think that's a bingey show, because they've kind of added a lot of fact.
Okay.
In this season, the facts are much more involved. They're adding facts.
Fact attack. Okay.
You guys haven't watched
Not
at
a
all?
single episode. No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Excited
And,
to. Like, we're definitely going to, but yeah, just haven't gotten to it.
Yeah, and I dig it. It might not have the highs of seasons 1 and 2 yet, but it's still just a really well made show, well written, funny at times, just incredibly poignant at times. Like it's still that. There's no fishes of this season yet, if that
Gotcha.
that registers with
Takes
everyone.
a little while usually. I mean, that's usually a little bit later in the season anyhow.
Well,
the big one.
I've already watched the episode of the season, I think, in a lot of people's the episode that Io directed, and I thought it was pretty good.
How many total this season?
10.
10? Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Not caught up on House of the Dragon yet. Man, played a lot of Erd Tree until I didn't, because I've reached the final boss, and whatever is it's a bitch, man. Pardon my French. But
spoilers, you fight the French as the final boss.
It's a skadoosh tree fragment, all right? is what it is. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna beat it. There's still some upgrades that I don't. Maybe if I go find everything and come back, because they do stack a lot of damage. I've looked at the table, the graph, and yeah. But I had just an amazing time all the way through, just with that thing. Just how they made a Dark Souls map in this game, like just the way it stacks. It is very similar to me to that, and just how would I ever? You see places and you're like, or how do I get down there? And it took me forever to find just one little route that I didn't take, or a cave around a corner that led to a whole place that I had no idea existed. That is the highlight of the game for me, and I did all of that. I did all of it, and it was great.
Did you have any performance issues? I've heard some people are having performance issues and stuff. I had one hard crash, but other than that, been pretty good. Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I think the game is gorgeous and phenomenal. I think there's a lot of potential for hiccups and stuff. I didn't like the dancing lion is one of the most unbelievable, just looking and animation bosses ever. And I didn't notice any weird things, but I'm playing at 30 as well. So, or no, I'm playing with 60. Sorry, performing. Yeah. So, I think that helps for sure.
Yeah, I started in performance mode and moved it to fidelity mode, and I had that one hard crash. I don't even remember if that was before or after I switched the setting, but either way, it's pretty insane what they get out of that map, and just it's incredibly fast to load. I don't know that I remembered the base game being so fast to load, but it must have been, I guess, or maybe over time they've made improvements on that. But yeah, I can just zip around to different fast travels and stuff in both maps, like the old map and the new one, so quickly and everything else. And then the combat's crazy. The more huge bosses and everything else. I had the exact same experience as you. Just hit the brick wall of the final boss. And the thing that really frustrates me about it is that like I had a fairly easy time with the DLC overall. Once I found out like, oh, you have to go get the Shadow Tree fragments. Like that's basically how you level up. And then Kayla and I watched a video about like, oh, here's like 10 that you can get fairly quickly or whatever else. Just kind of bopped around the map, grabbed those. And then from that point on, every boss was like still challenging and everything else, but like, okay, 2-3 attempts here and there. So some more. General Gaius or Commander Gaius or whatever. It was
fuck him.
It was tough, but
Holy
like
shit.
You know,
Just
not
an unrelenting fucking 5 cats trapped in a plastic bag just fucking you up, man. It's the worst boss design I've ever seen from them, and I hated that fight, but got through that one. I don't know if I can get through the last one.
Yeah, the last one's just it's such a weird ramp up, and I mean I get it. You want it to be okay, this is the final boss of the final part of Elden Ring, so it's got to be something special and everything else. But I went back and I was like, okay, maybe maybe I'm not as strong as I think I am. I felt like I got my build down and everything else, and I've been rolling through this DLC. I'm gonna go back, and I never beat Melania. I'm gonna go back and see what happens there. Went back, beat her in like 4 attempts, and I'm like, no, my build actually is pretty decent, and I'm not like cheesing anything. I found some good new armor in the DLC. I have the sword that I used in the back half of Elden Ring, the Moonlight Sword or whatever, and I've chosen to dodge instead of block. That I was sword and board for the base game, and then in the DLC I was like, okay, no more shields, and that's just worked out for me through every boss.
But you even...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so I was like, okay, Melania, the original hardest boss of the original one. And it took like 4 or 5 tries and rocked her. And so I'm like, okay, no, I'm not bad at this game. This last boss is just a fucking terror. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to beat that last boss. I don't know.
And you went and got everything we could.
All 20
and
shadow upgrades, whatever it's called. I'm level 20 upgrade thing. So like, yeah, there's kind of nothing more, because like level scaling in the DLC doesn't work the same way as it did. So like leveling up, getting more runes and stuff is almost like not worth it or whatever. It's not going to really matter if I want to grind levels or something. I'm like level 200 at this point, and I think they say, like there's very little benefit to go past that, because once you upgrade your different things up to, there's hard caps or whatever on how much they scale and all that. It's Dark Souls shit. So I don't know. I'd love to say that I beat that boss, but it's like just such a kind of demoralizing wall, because I think I've beaten every other boss in the DLC. I think I've like been everywhere you can go on the DLC and seen everything you can see, and so yeah, I don't know, but it's still great. I mean, maybe we'll be talking about it in just a second about the best of 2024 so far, but it's aside from that disappointment at the end, it's great. It's a great DLC. Put 25-30 hours into it. So yeah, what a time. So pretty too. Some of those new the Cerulean Coast and stuff, like goodness gracious.
It's unbelievable. it's they have the best just world design, creature design, armor, weapons, all that. I love the lore. I'll gush later about it some more.
Good stuff. Anything else we should mention, Kayla? Have we checked out anything recently?
This is not relative to this year, but we also played Callisto Protocol.
Yes, I think a really underrated game. Good call. I think people should go and played it on Game Pass. So if you got Game Pass, it's on there. If you're into survival horror, if you're into Dead Space, it's both a clone of Dead Space, but also not. Like there's enough difference. It's Glenn Schofield, right? I think that's his name, who like was the original director of Dead Space. Witten created a studio, and it's like their first game. And it's a similar setup to Dead Space. You're in this one, you're in a space prison, and there's been an outbreak of scary alien monsters, very similar to Dead Space, and you are trying to survive with the tools that you're given. This one has much more of a melee focus than there's guns as well. You can use guns and everything else, but like there's a lot of benefits to using. You get this like stun baton, and it's pretty useful. I liken it to like to BioShock in that, like, yeah, there's tons of guns and powers and stuff, but like some people really get a lot out of like a wrench run. And
did I?
Yeah, and I feel like it's got a similar like vibe. It's all about dodging too, which is interesting. Like when the monsters, they get up on your face and stuff, and there's a lot of benefits to juking and jiving left and right and stuff, and hitting them, and there's a whole combo system and everything else. It's both very much like Dead Space. Like it feels like the same weight, and all of the environments and the costumes and stuff are very like, okay, this could be Dead Space 4 kind of thing. But then the combat system's pretty different. So I don't know. I think it's worth a shot. Good. It's got I don't know the actor's name, but Kamiko from The Boys. She's kind of like the second lead, and then Josh Duhamel plays the main lead, your character that you're playing. And there's good voice work, good facial capture and stuff. It's a very pretty game. I think it runs and looks really, really good. So I don't know, go check it out. It's on Game Pass. That was a last year game, and I think it got mostly like 7s across the board. And I think it's a little better than that. I don't know that it's like a 10, but it's worthy of like an 8.5 or something. I think it's a good time. And it's like, what was it, like 8 hours, Kayla? Something like that, maybe?
Yeah.
10. We blew through it in like 2 sittings, so it was good.
There's such a mystery really behind all of it too. So it keeps you like, what the fuck? What does that mean? What is that?
That's true. Yeah, there is like a background conspiracy mystery that is also intriguing. It seems like they set it up for a second one, and I don't know if it's getting a second one, but I don't know. I liked how it ended too. D has joined the team as prophesized. Demetrius is here now, so we got the full 4 here. We should probably he's doing the counting. I think now that D's here, we can go into our best of 2024 so far. One question I have for you guys, and this will be how we go about this, is has it been a better show, movie, or game year so far?
Do we all say at the same time or something, or what do we do?
Yeah, let's do that. It'll be great. I'll do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Okay.
Okay.
A 3, a 2, 1. Movies.
Movies.
I didn't have my answer ready, but movies is probably solid. I was trying to look at my list, compare. Got my book out.
So we'll save movies for last then.
Bit of research. Sorry.
Yeah, that was just a question I hadn't considered.
No, that's good.
I should have.
we'll do movies last. We'll save movies for last. What do we think has been better, games or shows here? Are we going to do another countdown and only me and Mike answer?
Hell yeah.
All right, here we go. A 3, a 2, a 1. Games.
TV.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, there we go. I think it's pretty close. We can let's just start with games.
Close.
Let's start with games. We'll do games, then shows, then movies. So let me bring up my list. I'll start it, and anyone can go second. So we're just we're gonna pick our favorite. Talk a little bit about it for the year, and if I steal yours or something, hopefully you've got a runner up, so we can each have one there. So my favorite game so far this year has been Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I really loved that game. I think the combat, the movement, it's fast, and aside from one weird bug that didn't allow me to do a side quest, it was pretty flawless from a technical standpoint. I mean, you are bopping around once you have all your skills and stuff. You are just, it feels so good to move, and in the way that Hollow Knight felt so good, of just getting from one side of a room to the other in wild ways, and dodging and air dashing, and just, doing everything. And then the powers that you're getting, and as the game goes, the story was interesting. There's as with most Prince of Persia, there's a time travel kind of element to the story and the mystery around it. Yeah, just a cool ass game, and I think I'll be talking about it when the naughties come at the end of the year.
It's so pretty.
It really is
so pretty.
I'm excited. I think we're gonna get some DLC later on this year too. I think
that's
been
right.
talked about. So excited to jump back in it. But yeah, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is my pick for game of the year so far.
I played a good chunk of it before Erdtree released. I jumped back in, and man, it's very good. The movement and just the locomotion is so good. I was hitting you could find these trials kind of early-ish, that are just so devilishly hard. They're just a menace, and it was I can't get stuck trying to. I need to push forward, and I just had to. I don't want to do these right now, and moved on. I need to jump back in for sure.
There's some really creative puzzles too, where you have to create copies of yourself and use them to unlock a switch while you climb a wall, and then another copy of you rings a bell, and just wild shit. It's really the physics of it all, and the creativity is really good, and makes me want Silk Song that much more. But,
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
We'll see. Yeah, so Prince of Persia, go out, play it. It's great. Who's next?
I'll let Mike go.
Oh, look at that. What a nice.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We talked a lot about Erdtree. Of course, that's on. That's probably my favorite thing. It's great. Check out Elden Ring. Everyone, check it out. But I'm gonna go with Balatro. This is the poker roguelike deck builder kind of game that is just tons of fun. Really, I kind of think I'm done. You can really put a ton of time into it. I don't think I'm gonna really go back to it. I kind of beat a few decks, different styles. I always kind of relied on getting flushes because that's the easiest thing to get. Because you could really just exploit that whole system, and I had a lot of fun figuring that out and making that work, and I don't like our friend Josh has put like he's done everything in the game basically, and it's one of those games where you could do that, like, kind of like Binding of Isaac, and I really enjoyed what I was able to get out of it for sure.
Hell yeah, Latro. Dear Kayla, who's next? You guys are just jumping.
I got a cheap pool.
Okay, do it.
Erg tree.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted Mike to go first, because I was like, well, if he really wants to say it, he can. But otherwise, I'll say it.
Man, Erg tree, guys, it's really good.
It's just so fun, like, and I have a little bit of, because I don't play it myself, but I feel like this is one of those perfect games for Eric and I to, like, sometimes I'll be looking up stuff on my phone, like, that we can't figure out. I'm like, not that I'll necessarily give him super answers, but I'm like, man, maybe we should, because sometimes the internet doesn't even, not that it's clear to know where to go for these hidden routes and how to get onto certain platforms, but I'll maybe, like, be able to pull up a map on my phone while he's running around and can be like, oh, okay, I see, like, a little, why don't you turn left, look over there. So it's kind of like a little coaching that I get to do. And with the final boss, I've tried, but he's just so tough. Yeah. It's a fun game to watch. It's very pretty, and the movements are just interesting.
Having a co-pilot.
The characters are just interesting. And like you said, Mike, it is so fun to be like, oh, why don't I just look down and there's a whole fucking world underneath there that you can be in for hours.
Yeah. It's great. And I don't know, besides the final boss, my build is like cheesing everything. I can kind of always pull out whatever the boss is weak to. If it's magma, I can do that. If it's lightning, holy, whatever. Sorry, we have a guest.
Can you go upstairs?
No, I can't. Okay. But anyway, sorry. And I feel like in a movie, in a story, that's how an adventurer would. I'm like, man, how am I going to defeat a dragon? Oh, I'm going to fucking just use this, I don't know, weird ghost flame spell that I have over and over. And I don't know. It's just, it is the game for me. Like everything about it. The lack of story, the environments, the secrets, everything.
Secrets.
I think between
the little tiny threads that are there in everything.
Right. Yeah. It's great. I have told myself I'm not going to watch Vati's stuff until I can beat it. So I think that's what's going to keep me trying to beat that final one.
I recently,
is Vati the guy we watched?
Yeah, I recently introduced Kayla to Vati, and she's been using him as ASMR now.
ASMR.
I love his voice.
He's got it. Oh yeah, for sure.
Just want him to read me to sleep every night.
That's so good.
Mesma is the son of America.
Oh, it's so smooth. Shout outs. We like your YouTube page.
It's
absolutely.
Yeah, we're one of the 22 million or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, D, what is your game of 2024 so far?
I didn't want to be up at the top because I was still contemplating. I was thinking about it all week. Like, what if I had my hands on and enjoyed the most so far? Like, disappointingly, not Final Fantasy VII. I got a lot of what do you call it? I got a lot of hype fatigue. So I just had to put it down. And honestly, when I put it down, the thing I have been consistently playing and enjoying is Helldivers 2.
Hell yeah.
It's on my list too.
I
Yeah.
just,
So fun.
Yeah. It's been a minute since there's been like just a solid co-op multiplayer game that you can just pick up and play and like not be like, I don't remember no. Kill bugs, kill the robots, kill your friends, throw stratagem, celebrate democracy. It's so much fun. It's literally the most fun I've had all year, and I think that's probably why I'm going with it. I wouldn't even say it was like my most anticipated, like for the first half. It's just, and then got to factor in being an adult. Helldivers is easy to pick up and play.
It really is. Yeah. Yeah.
So
now that I have the jump pack, I think it'll.
Yes, the most busted stratagem you can have, the jump pack.
Me and Deal figure out how to light you on fire with the flamethrower.
Oh, 100%.
In the air.
100%.
Tech, we got the tech. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, Helldivers, what a game. So our games so far are Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Balatro, and Helldivers 2. Great picks. That who knows? If I ever get around to playing Balatro, those might be my within my top 5 of the end of the year. On to shows then. Our favorite shows of 2024 so far. I think me and Kayla might share the same number 1, so I'm going to not do what I was going to pick, and I'm going to go a just me pick with Constellation. I know that I was the only one to check this one out. It's another in a long line of Apple TV sci-fi shows. And I talked about it a little on the pod. This is Noomi Rapace, is an astronaut who goes up into space and comes back down changed. It's a kind of an alternate reality show. There's horror elements. It's a mystery box kind of show, and I think there's just some really great like unhinged performances by both Noomi Rapace as well as, I think his name is Jonathan Banks, the actor from like Breaking Bad. I forget what character he plays in that. He was like the kind of
detective, wasn't he? Is that the guy?
He's like a kind of a shady hitman detective kind of guy. He was like the right hand man of like Saul and stuff in that one. Older bald guy. Anyway, he's really good as a former astronaut too. I think between like this and recently playing Starfield, they share some kind of connective tissues and stuff with the space themes. It's I'm a space guy. I don't know. I like space. I like horror and mystery and stuff. And Constellation was pretty good. I think they canceled it, which sucks because it ends on like a really good cliffhanger. But I don't know. Maybe someone else will pick it up or something. Maybe I'll self-fund a season 2. Yeah, Constellation as the Eric pick for my show of the year so far. I don't know. Go check it out. Go get a free trial of Apple Plus and check it out or something. Mike, you went second before. Might as well go second again.
I think D is gonna take my number 1, so I'm gonna have faith that he's gonna do it.
Are you sure?
Uh-oh.
You sure though?
I hope.
Is it food related?
Oh.
You better say you're number 1.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. All right. Because I brought 3 of everything here, and we're We're not mentioning all our stuff. But anyway, X-Men 97 has been probably my favorite thing of the year besides Erdtree. I don't know. It just delivered everything that I could ever want and more. Like, I didn't know that oh, wow. Okay. It just surprised me all the time. Beautiful show. Love the animation.
I want to watch it.
All of some changes of things here and there. You just kind of even get used to some voices that kind of rub you the wrong way. It doesn't matter by the end. Some just huge moments that will, as a fan of the show, those will be like the things I think about, a fan of these characters of this universe. Like whenever I think of that character, I'm going to think of that moment, like it's a touchstone now. And it's great.
I'd call it Omega level,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What a show. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it again because Kayla hasn't seen it, and I'm definitely we're gonna sit down and watch it together. So yeah, X-Men.
Man,
so
I should have said, "Are you trying to appeal to my humanity, Mike?"
That's good. That's good. None of us have exposed shoulders, so we didn't dress for the occasion.
Yeah, that was too much. The other last episode, I think. So.
Oh, good stuff. Kayla, what was your show
I'm up next.
so far?
Maybe it's recency bias, but it's The Boys.
Yeah, figured.
For me. It has been the one that has stuck with me for one, even though it hasn't been that long. But I just don't know how they keep topping themselves. Like there has been so much jaw-dropping things that have happened in seasons prior to, and you're like, they can't do more than that, and they do. They just have a way of taking some things that are a little too close to home and putting a dramatic, wild, gruesome, realistic, fake spin on it. It's just very, I'm just sucked in the entire time. Like, what the fuck? There's so many, like, also, like, they pull back the curtain and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Really, like, just moments that may not be visually, like, a lot of it is so visually shocking what they do, but there's also some story beats that are like, oh man, I really like that. I didn't see that coming. I really liked that. And fucking great performances, man. Anthony Starr is just the scariest man I've ever seen. So,
well, also like being oftentimes like foiled and made fun of and kind of like made to look stupid, but also just like incredibly scary. Like,
just it right now. Like the season's not even over yet.
I think we have one more,
and I just want to know. There's so much happening. I can't wait to see more. There's one more season, right? And that's gonna be the finale.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
I didn't know that.
I've loved The Boys. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some good like side character performances, I think. Like Simon Pegg got a basically kind of a episode for himself. He plays Huey's dad and stuff, and then Jeffrey Dean Morgan was added to the cast as like a shady kind of CIA
he's good
agent. He's doing his thing, he's doing like the Negans.
We've reached Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, but he's he does that
so
thing,
good,
very well. And and
it's not a lot. He's just like
Yeah.
He's always kept behind a pane glass that says "break" in case of season 5 or something.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's done well.
Yeah.
And
Within
they'll be like just super. It's just super ridiculous.
it really is. Yeah. Web Weaver. That was something.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I think it's just consistently like done its thing. Like The Boys is its own unique thing, I think, on TV, and it's just good. It consistently hits. So
They definitely push.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid's character still alive? Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love him. Get out of here. Not that I necessarily.
Yeah.
I love Jack Quaid. I think he's
Yeah, you
interesting.
do.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's enough. I mean, it's it's an ensemble, and I think everyone gets. I mean, a lot of it's the Butchers is pretty prominent in this. Carl Urban's character and
Mortal Kombat's
Johnny Cage. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, man.
yes,
I'd take it.
Mortal Kombat's Homelander.
No thanks.
Good stuff. So yeah, The Boys season 4, one more episode.
Where's that Omni Man? Which one is it? Who is he? Which bad Superman is he?
Oh, they're all bad.
The maddest.
All right, D, round out our top shows of 2024.
Well, I mean, I would be doing a disservice to my brand if I didn't talk about this one. But it's Delicious in Dungeon. It's an anime that's been airing on Netflix. It just
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah, no, Delicious in Dungeon. X-Men 97 easily, like it's up there. It's up there in the top 3 spots for me this year of just some of the best stuff. But I kind of figured it might get mentioned anyway. But Delicious in Dungeon's been fun. It's a story about the economy that happens when a dungeon is part of like a fantasy ecosystem, and what monsters taste like, and what that would be like, and the anatomy, and preparing them like meals. And there's a bunch of lore that's happening in the background as that's happening, and it kind of bubbles up to the top for a bit, and then it kind of settles back down, and then it's just this really interesting take on fantasy that I love, because it really involves like culinary knowledge as well. Like, oh, if this thing was like this, then this is how you would prepare it. And it's a super, like, just, it's so good. It's such a good fucking show. Lots of twists and turns I didn't expect, and found myself way more invested than I thought I would be. I was literally watching it in tandem with 97, and I was just like, okay, maybe this is too much good TV at once. But yeah, it's been, I mean, again, it was really kind of tough to decide what to talk about this year, because just, I mean, shows have been kind of like the thing for me this year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Delicious in Dungeon looks good. I'll have to check that one out. I love the premise. There's a lot of video games like that. I mean, like Dredge was kind of that, and I think it's fertile ground kind of. But a show sounds awesome.
100%.
Awesome. Yeah, so our shows of 2024 so far are Constellation, The Boys Season 4, X-Men 97, Delicious in Dungeon, and I think Mike was waving at me. I don't know.
Yeah. Honorable mention, I lied. I am caught up with House of Dragon. It's got the juice. It's really good right now.
That's awesome.
I didn't know the rules yet. So that's why I was playing coy with House of the Dragon.
That's awesome. Wow, what a guy. What a fucking guy. All right, I'm going to put it on in my documents. I got to put an honorable mention column now cuz Mike just stole the show here.
Man.
Good stuff.
Rhaenys, what up?
My girl. Hot D putting it on there. Honorable mentions for shows there. Okay. Way to go. Way to just jump in there. On to movies, guys. On to movies. And my movie of the year so far. This was tough. I had 2 that were just neck and neck, but I'm sticking with the one who brought me here. Dune 2. Watched it 2 days in a row, back to back, and blown away both times. It was great. Like 6 hours of Dune 2 in 2 days. It was a fun time. I'm just so excited. We're getting a prequel series coming to Max later on this year. I love the lore and everything, and the costumes, the world. It's cool. I don't know.
Don't you? You know, it is cool.
It's just
it is so cool.
Yeah, in a time where like Star Wars has been really kind of on a little bit of a downward trajectory, to have a very Star Wars ass, like the original Star Wars, like be on the big screen and in captured in such a cool way. I don't know, man. Kayla's gonna read the books soon, so I'm excited to hear all of that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Dune 2. It was such a good experience. I keep like hovering over it all the time to like, should I watch this again? Like at home. I'll do it at some point. I guess once we get Dune 3, I'll have to watch the original 2. Watching that like in anticipation of Dune 2, rewatching the first one was a great experience. Just there's so much I think I missed the first run of watching that. And there's probably still shit that I'm missing, but yeah, cool world, just great. Chalamet was good. Like I think I'm growing to actually dig Chalamet, and Zendaya was good. I mean,
He's
so
great.
many great characters. Javier Bardem was just like on one, But yeah, Dune 2. Dune 2 is my movie of the year so far.
We got to shout out Villeneuve, man. Like
Yes.
he's Spielberg 2.0. He can just mix. He just did. Okay, I'm gonna bring Sicario with Blade Runner and have just amazing action. The visuals are the best you've ever seen. The sound is amazing. The story's great. Like all the characters are great. Oh man,
the Harkonnens are just creepy and weird, and Austin Butler
Yes.
with no hair, just like
yes, Fade Rotha, man. Gosh, man,
so cool. Yeah,
Baron. God, it's so good.
Christopher Walken's in that fucking movie. Oh man.
Man, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
No.
Or no, Mike is second.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Jump him. Get in there.
Dune 2 is my oh no. Man. I was gonna take my boy Garland, but I'm actually gonna go Love Lies Bleeding. My number 2.
I think you stole Kayla's.
Oh, did I?
Trying to get in there. I knew it.
No, I got it. Eric stole mine, so I'll steal yours. No, man, this is the Kristen Stewart and I don't know the actress's name, but
Katie O'Brien.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kind of romantic, noirish, thriller kind of thing, and
Stoner movie.
it's really fun. Yeah, and I don't know. I think people bump up against the ending of this movie a lot. How do you guys feel about the ending?
It's a little weird. The psychedelic stuff was weird for me, but like I just kind of let it wash over me. It didn't like I was already having so much fun at that point that it was like, all right, I kind of don't care, like it's just it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I just think like, all right, you're trying to convey a feeling that the characters feel at the end of this, which has been filmed on over and over again.
Yeah.
How do you put your own stamp on it and to portray it the way that he did or she? I'm not even sure who directed this, unfortunately. And
Good question.
man, I don't know. I love the Ed Harris performance is great. Man, Dave Franco just being himself, I would assume. Skeevy Dave Franco.
Yeah.
being
No. He's learned from his brother. No.
No, we lost the wrong Franco. It's unfortunate.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't like Dave.
Dave?
No.
I like Dave.
Wow.
Rose Glass is
I don't.
both the director and writer of Love Lies.
Oh,
Bleeding.
okay. So yes.
I've
Thank
seen
you.
Saint Maud, another one of her films.
Oh yes,
and,
yes. Well,
creepy film.
hats off to her. I will have to see Saint Maud because I really loved Love Lies Bleeding. I don't think it's on streaming anything just yet, but keep your eyes out for that one for sure.
Either coming very soon to Max or recently added. I forget if it's if it has at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Max.
And Katie O'Brien, she's probably like my top performance of the year so far. Man, just Selena and I are constantly just doing weird muscle poses all the time. All of her choreography is fantastic.
Why was she not cast in Last of Us season 2? Why was she not cast? What is going on with Hollywood?
Maybe they can like put Homegirl's head on her body, but
We want the acting too.
Yeah, but she's so good. She's so good. Anyway, yeah,
that's a great call. She would have been a fantastic. Maybe they can, maybe they'll change that.
No hate to whoever they did pick. I forget who they. Oh, they picked the girl from
Booksmart.
Yeah. She's a good actor. I will give her that. But just anyway, Love Lies Bleeding, great movie. Kayla, you're third. If we picked your top two movies, I don't know how much you like Dune or not, but I know you love Love Lies Bleeding.
What is Indigo?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's just ruin the whole format. That's fine.
Yeah.
D, what's your movie of 2024 so far?
And it's gonna be the one movie I actually finished because I've been interested in most of the movies you guys have talked about. I just have not. It's not been a movie year for your boy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Godzilla X Kong.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
It's such a fun movie. It's such a fucking fun movie, guys.
Nice. Yeah.
I like these new Godzilla Kong movies. They're fun.
I didn't know I needed a fun movie specifically because I mean we got like Godzilla, -1, and like genuinely that was a good movie. But I think the one that's just kind of been rotten in my brain is Godzilla, the New Empire. It's really fun. I don't know. It's just something like I could just turn my brain off. I need my brain turned off this year. I don't need engagement. I just need to go to a movie, go I'm missing. God, I didn't think I'd say this. I'm missing kind of like the absolute junk garbage Michael Bay was putting out. Because sometimes I just want to go to a theater and have a spectacle and then mostly forget about it.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
The New Empire. I love it. Kong's got like a robot fist, right? I mean,
yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
I do like that. I do like that.
Yeah.
I want Kong to get as many dongles and upgrades as possible.
Let him keep upgrading, man.
He had that cool ass like hammer or axe or whatever in the last one.
Just make him Optimus Primal at any point. For sure.
Love it. All right, Kayla. You've gotten extra time.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
I could really mess up your spreadsheet and say I got nothing because
Oh, dang! Really?
I
thought you liked
them.
Planet of the Apes or something like that.
Sure, I like them.
Oh, okay.
I liked them, but really, movies have not really blown me away this year. You know, there's a lot
Next
of sevens. There's a lot of sevens.
Oh man. Okay.
I will say Civil War for you guys, just to get it on the list.
Nice.
Whereas it is a good movie. There's no doubt about that, but it is a difficult watch. And I'm with D for the most part of like, I just want to turn off my brain and have a good ride. And Civil War is not that.
Not that.
You know, I try to think of when I'm, you know,
I
what
want to
movies,
fight a movie.
what am I going to recommend for people? Like, what's something I can, and really, I feel like Inside Out 2 might be the only movie on my list that I'd be like, hey, you got to go check that out. It's real good. But all of the other ones are kind of
Furiosa?
I didn't love Furiosa.
Yeah. Driveway Dolls, very funny, I thought.
Yeah, but also very weird. Like, it's a little...
Yeah.
It's a weirdo one. And I
like
wanted
weirdo ones.
Love Lies Bleeding over that, so somebody took it.
First Omen, very creepy, very cool, I thought.
Yeah, I watched
Not
that one.
perfect.
I watched that one.
It's kind of like all my movies that I liked a lot.
Yeah. So I've put Inside Out 2 as your pick, Kayla, if that's okay on the spreadsheet, and I've put Civil War as our honorable mention in the column.
All right.
I've added an honorable mention column because Mike made that smuggle of Hot D in our show's conversation.
I love the Hot D.
We didn't have one for
For
games, but I put Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because I think the highs of that game, at least for me, outshone the lows. I think there are.
It's on my long list.
Exactly.
It's on like the 3 that I brought today.
Yeah.
I was able to delete like 160 gigs of hot trash off of my PS5, and I felt so good. That might be my moment of the year so far. Is shedding that. Oh, it felt great to just. That Nicole Kidman meme of her like leaving the divorce, Tom Cruise divorce thing, like she's just like that was me shrugging off fucking bullshit Sephiroth and cloud shit.
That lady working.
Wow. I think it still deserves an honorable mention. Just for the simple fact that me and Kayla do like still look at each other every once in a while, and we'll be like, "Man, you know, what are Cloud and the gang doing? You know, where are they out?
They're not doing nothing. They're doing nothing
going now.
They don't know what they're doing. God.
They gotta stop a really angry orphan, okay? That's all.
Nope.
They just gotta stop an angry orphan.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope. They gotta play roulette for a little bit and games of chance.
Angry Orphan, my favorite cider. You know?
Probably is.
Good stuff. Okay, let's so I'll recap what we had for our best of 2024, and then we can go on just rapid fire some most anticipated for the rest of the year here. So for me, my game of the year so far is Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. My show is Constellation, and my movie was Dune 2. For Kayla, Shadow of the Erd Tree was her game. The Boys Season 4 was her show, and Inside Out 2 was her movie. For Mike, Balatro was his game, X-Men 97 was his show, and Love Lies Bleeding was his movie. Demetrius had Helldivers 2 for his game of 2024 so far, Delicious in Dungeon, his show, and Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, hell yeah, for his movies. We also had honorable mentions, or dishonorable in Mike's case, for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Take it back.
House of the Dragon, and Civil War are honorable mentions so far.
I wish I could take it all back.
I want that for you.
let's do some most anticipated here. I don't know. We can keep the same format, I suppose. D, you're raising your hand.
Yeah. I have a game that I'm really excited for.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
Go.
Start it off.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Chomping at the bit.
Yeah. It's a Legend of Zelda game, and you can play Zelda.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
What
Echoes of
Final-
Wisdom.
Echoes of
Final.
Wisdom.
September 26th. Yes.
I can't wait to make everything just full of tables and chairs and do a cage match with Ganon. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait to see what limitations they put on that system,
Yeah.
because just in the quick trailer it seemed like, oh, you can just stack puddles of water and swim as high as you want. That just seemed really broken. So like if I can always do that, I can really break the game maybe. But I trust Nintendo with this. 2D Zeldas are always pretty
It's just
excellent.
it's just wild that they're putting another mechanic into a Zelda game that could potentially break it, like back to back. Really?
Yeah. So,
I'm overjoyed to see another Zelda title this soon. Like it blew my mind that we're coming so soon, like this year. Very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Just
Yeah,
the
they-
surprise of it all.
yeah, really just I hope this isn't the first time they will have Zelda at the forefront for sure. I hope they could do that, on the bigger AAA Zelda titles. But we thought, this is going to be Nintendo's year of just letting off the gas. They're going to release a bunch, the Wind Waker port or the Twilight Princess port. That'll be their Zelda thing for the year, because they say we want to release Zelda every year, something Zelda. And hey, they've had those ports done for a long time, and they were still like, nah, let's give them the new shit. And yeah, that's why Nintendo's the best. They're Santa Claus, man. They're Jesus Christ Santa Claus, and they're the best. Man,
Give her a sword, you cowards.
no,
Nah,
Give her a sword.
magic. Give me all magic.
No.
Give me a full
Final-
magic Zelda.
final fight, she'll have a sword,
Hell yeah. I hope so.
and she
I
fights
think
Link.
you're just gonna swing Link around.
Superiority of the franchise.
I think it'd be great, use Link, because you can kind of like do Pokemon, battles
Yeah,
in this.
yeah.
Like do Link, like a copy of Link as your
Yeah,
like,
just
little
like a
Pokemon.
million Links.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that'd be fun.
the reverse Mario Odyssey kind of, and okay, I like that.
That'd be fun.
Just
Yeah.
100
Detractor.
Links.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as D just wrecked the entire format, I'll just go second at this point, and I'll stick in games here. And Stalker 2. We're finally getting Stalker 2. Crazy production affected by the war in Ukraine and everything. So I don't know. This game has looked great for a while now, and the more that they've shown, just makes me more intrigued. And that's why I drafted it in our draft 2 years in a row. And I'm excited that we finally have our release date for it, and another one that was highly anticipated to come into Game Pass. So I'm excited to get that. Glad I locked in my Game Pass subscription when it went up in price, But yeah, just excited for Stalker 2.
Good pick.
Thank you. Kayla or Mike, it doesn't matter at this point.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay. My pick is UFO 50.
Oh yeah.
Finally coming. This is the Derek Yu Avengers team of indie devs that have been making 50 8-bit style games, all in one kind of package, and it's finally here. I've been anticipating this for 6-7 years, maybe, like a long time. This has been in the oven, and it's coming to Steam at first only. I know Derek Hughes, like Spelunky was always like Steam first, console a month or two later. I'm hoping to play this at some point this year on Switch or something. and even the bonus of this, all the games having some kind of weird connected universe, some meta narrative, sounds really great to me. Derek, you wrote the soundtrack for all 50 of these games, which I'm sure we're going to have just banger after banger of songs on these games. And these things are all like from a baseball sim to a full-on RPG to a Tetris clone. Like, you're just getting the full spectrum of every genre that could be, accepted at the 8-bit level. And I can't wait to see what it all is, man.
Good pick. All right, Kayla. What's your most anticipated game for the second half of 2024?
I'm really excited for Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh yeah.
I love an open world adventure game. I love Star Wars, so I think I'll just drown in Star Wars stuff. Don't mind me.
It's got that like Uncharted element too, and I mean you
Yeah,
play through all of those.
That's the type of game I like, so I'm excited.
Big year for Ubisoft. They could have, Prince of Persia bookmarking, and then Outlaws at the end of the year, and it looks rad, man. It looks really slick.
I mean, that's a good point for the Ubisoft. Like, they're putting some good shit out, so trust them.
Yeah, as much shit as they get for being Ubisoft, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
they do hit sometimes,
yeah.
like,
yeah, they set a standard.
Yeah, they really do.
They put out a lot. That's
Shotgun. not all that spread's gonna hit. But
right. But something's gonna hit. It's gonna be this.
When it does,
I mean,
it feels.
I think you're right.
That's a great analogy, because if you're really close to Ubisoft, it feels like it hits really hard. But if you're nowhere near them, you're like, what are they doing?
Yeah. Whiff.
And I'm gonna smuggle a honorable mention here of Metal Gear Solid triangle symbol : Snake Eater.
Delta.
I think Astrobot should be our honorable mention.
Okay.
It's on my list.
So I'm more excited about Astrobot than I am about Metal Gear Solid Delta : Snake Eater, but I'm excited.
We don't even have a date for that yet. For Delta.
2024 though.
Yeah, yeah,
for sure. 20.
For sure.
But why I'm excited slightly more for it is for content, baby. Like, because I want to play Metal Gear Solid 2 and do a disc dive, and then I want to play Delta and do a disc dive. So
we're getting there. We're getting there.
Let's do it. So for the content. But yes, Astrobot deserves its honorable mention as well. That game looks awesome. I'm very excited. I'm putting a second column here, and we're putting Astrobot.
Can I have that?
The Mario game we're not getting this year, and that's the game I drafted, by the way.
Yeah, the Mario game we're not getting.
Yeah, we'll swap
mainline Mario bot game is what
I mean, the Mario game we are getting though this year. I'm excited for that.
Brothership.
Yeah, that was a nostalgia missile to the heart right there.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said Mario Party Jamboree.
It's Super Mario Party Jamboree, sir. Super.
My apologies.
All right. I'm gonna. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna go for shows. Let's do shows now, guys. I'm just making an executive decision. I'm going first. We're doing shows, and I'm picking The Penguin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I dig Colin Farrell. I like that he's working consistently again. And I love that he's willing to be just a disgusting slob of a character. It just looks really cool. I love that it's set in that Matt Reeves universe of the Batman. It takes place directly after the events of that movie that I loved. And yeah, I'm interested to see more of that world, that version of Gotham and those characters and the gritty underworld. I find like the gangster politics of it all, of Gotham, to be really intriguing. And yeah, if anyone could pull off like just being the Penguin as a mob boss, I think Colin Farrell can do it. And I love the prosthetics and stuff. He looks like a fucking just disgusting creature. So I dig it. Yeah. So the Penguin coming later this year onto Max or HBO. I know they're calling their shit all kinds of different things on a daily basis. So coming to screens near you, the Penguin. Who's next up on my spreadsheet? You're next in line, Kayla. So I don't know.
For shows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Rings of Power because season 2's coming out, and
Nice.
I'm ready for that beautiful fantasy world.
Are they pumping still that same budget into the show, or have they kind of? Do we know at all?
The trailer
or?
looks huge. Like it looks
I'm
like
assuming,
they're
yeah.
doing the big battles that you know and love
Okay,
from Lord of the
good.
Rings and stuff. Yeah. I know it was like $1 billion production or whatever. So
Right.
500 million for the first season and 500 for the second, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I'm excited too. That was actually, I had it at number 1, but I figured that'd be stealing your thunder, so I had to pivot to the Penguin for myself. But very excited for Rings of Power. It's September, right? Or August, maybe? Might be August, actually. Maybe the end of August. Soon. Lord of the Ring, Rings of Power, season 2. Go catch up on the first season.
Nice.
Mike, you're next on my spreadsheet. You know,
I'm going to go with a show that doesn't have a date, but claims to come out this year. And Eric kind of mentioned it earlier. Dune Prophecy.
oh yeah.
This is, sorry to have more Dune on here, but set 10,000 years before our boy Paul. And I don't know, just give me. This is going to central around the Bene Gesserit. What is it? Bene Gesserit, yes. Thank you. And going to star Emily Watson from Punch Drunk Love. Mark Strong's going to be in there. Maybe he's a Harkonnen, bald already.
I think it's centering around House Harkonnen. So I think you're probably right.
We'll see. I would love to know more about all the little, things going on. The people that pulling the strings in this universe, like how did they become to be? I would totally eat up a bunch of different Dune prequel stuff. I don't know. I'm Dune pilled to the max.
Hell yeah.
Not enough to read, but to some kind of max of some kind.
Ooh.
Dune Prophecy is Mike's pick for show to watch in the second half. D, what's your pick?
Arcane season 2.
Hell yeah, Arcane
season 2,
man.
baby.
That's
Arcane
happening,
season
right?
2. I'm surprised nobody talked about it. It's this year, baby.
Yeah.
Completely
D1.
forgot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. That's
Man,
I
what
can't
a
wait.
show that was. Holy
Yeah.
moly.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And that was like my 4th favorite show that year. And that's what, man, TV.
Yeah.
We used to build things in this country.
Man. My girl Jinx.
Yeah.
Mm.
Give me more of that shit, what is the name? The
hammer
sickly
guy?
one.
Oh,
No, the sickly
yeah.
one. I loved him. He was just like, "Oh, we gotta keep trying to make things better." Oh,
yeah.
His famous line. Yes.
and then just keeps fucking up. Oh my god, so good.
Just jaw-dropping animation
Yeah.
on that
Mhm.
show. Just the best. Man, great pick.
Great pick. Any honorable mentions for shows?
Let's throw Ryan and Tomas one. Only Murders in the Building coming back.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah,
season
true, for
4.
sure.
Hell yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's another, like, just consistent. They're just putting them out there. I mean, like, I think this is 4 seasons in less than 4 years. And
yes, yeah, they beat Res Dogs and the Bear. They're on.
it's wild, and these are like not small productions. I don't think, just because like the number of guest stars that they get, celebrities, and like Paul Rudd was a big part of that last season, and Meryl Streep. Yeah, like it was.
Thought so. Yeah.
They pulling out all the stops. Consistently fun show. I like. They're easy to digest. Good call on Only Murders.
I have an honorable mention because I just didn't. It's been a year where we see like a really good sort of like video game adaptations, like with Fallout. We're getting Like a Dragon Yakuza.
Is that an anime or live action?
That is a game, and it's gonna the game. I'm sorry, it's going to be a live action. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
It's a TV show game.
Yeah, TV show game. It's a live action game adaptation. There we go. Words, Demetrius.
Good call. Yeah, maybe that's how I will get into that series, because it seems impenetrable from an outsider a little bit. But if it's a good show, that might be the way that I get in there. I hear such good things of all the characters, Kiryu and everything. Like, nice. Like a Dragon live action as an honorable mention for shows. Movies. Let's move on to our most anticipated movies of the second half. What did I have on my list? I should bring that up. Oh, of course. Coming next month in August, Alien Romulus. I'm over the moon excited for Alien Romulus. Just watched a little featurette this morning on it, a little behind the scenes thing. They're doing it all practical. Like Fede Alvarez said, like, I don't want any green screens and stuff. So all the xenomorph effects and stuff are going to be practical effects. And Fede Alvarez makes these pretty disgusting horror movies, and I think this is gonna be another just like really fucking intense horror
that has
movie.
me excited.
Yeah, and with the practical effects of it all, Kaylee Spaney is the lead in this one, after pretty solid performance in like Civil War
her.
too. Yeah. So excited. It takes place in between the original Alien and Aliens in the timeline. So they mentioned that. So, and I thought it might, because like the technology is all like fairly similar. Like there's a scene of like a pulse rifle from like Aliens, or like a proto version of it.
Gotcha.
So it's like, okay, cool. That's kind of setting for the universe and stuff. So.
Is this going to be Prey? Is this going to be like really good? You think?
Man, but on the big screen, like
yeah.
Which is the one thing that held Prey back, honestly, or didn't hold it back. But like, I wanted to see Prey on the big screen, and I'm gonna see fucking Alien Romulus. So yeah, hell yeah.
I wish we could have the cast of Alien Covenant in a really good like Alien movie. I wish we could kind of do something with that.
The first half of Covenant is pretty good,
Pretty good.
But you're right. All right, Kayla, you want to go second?
Sure, I'll take Trap.
Hell yeah, M. Night Shyamalan.
Trap. Yeah.
Is it?
Josh Hartnett.
Is that
I think I have mixed feelings on M. Night Shyamalan, but it just looks interesting. The trailers get better. The first trailer I really, really dug. And you see some more stuff in the trailers that have also come out now, but they've been just more intriguing of showing how intense this guy is. So
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm
M. Night has
excited.
come out recently and said, like, yeah, as much as the trailers do show, like, they don't, like, you do not know the twist yet, based on.
And
the
I
trailers,
can
so.
like believe when M. Night
Taylor
Shyamalan
Swift
says
is-
that, I'm like, oh, okay. So
Yeah. Josh Hartnett, underrated, I think.
yeah,
Underrated.
But
Might
not-
pop up on a different show that was
Ooh.
mentioned.
Ooh,
Hmm.
good stuff.
Mm.
Such a tall man, just incredibly tall.
Oh my god. In the trailer, he like goes into a bathroom stall and his whole fucking head is over the door. It's like,
Oh wow.
dude.
Very hard to hide that massive man. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Trap. That's exciting. Mike, you got a movie recommendation for the second half?
I do. You guys took 2 of mine off the board. I have 5 altogether. All of my movies are like kind of the same same kind of movie.
Dark.
Yes, but I'm gonna take the one that has a little bit of light in it, and the one I'm most just intrigued about, and that's Joker: Folie à Deux.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I have no idea what this thing is gonna be, really, but the trailer has me excited. How much glee is gonna be in this thing? How many dance breaks? How many? I don't know. What's Gaga going on?
You weren't like a huge fan of that original, were you?
Not really,
I didn't think so. Okay. That's cool. Yeah.
but I'm up for whatever this is gonna be. I don't know. It just seems strange.
Good pull, man. I agree. I agree on all accounts. And I did like that first one, so I'm that much, more excited because yeah, it looks fucking nuts. Looks insane. A jukebox musical set in the Joker universe,
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Love it. D, what's your recommendation for a movie the rest of the year? The second movie you'll watch this year.
Hey, you families out there, do you need a cool movie to take your kids to that you might also maybe enjoy? Have you considered Transformers 1, an origin story about Transformers? And it looks so fucking charming, guys. Like, it looks like it's gonna be so much fun. Like,
It looks
and then you're gonna get the whole like, why is Megatron and Optimus always so like bitter towards each other? Oh, they're besties. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah. Tale as old as time.
I think the
So,
animation
we
looks
all
real
for it.
cool too.
Yeah, the trailer is what got me. The trailer was like, oh, I'm dragging the family to this one. This is gonna be fun.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good stuff. Mike, you said you had a long list of honorable mentions. What else is on your list?
Oh, Heretic.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The Hugh Grant kidnap Mormon lady movie. Very similar to
Protect Hugh Grant,
Trap,
keep putting him out there
protect
too.
us from him, maybe. Man, he's
He's
that is
scary.
a role made for him. It seems like, is it a weird like kind of puzzle box that he's got him trapped in? I'm
so.
intrigued
Seems
about
like it. They say
Uh,
I think we're being studied. Like their
Yeah.
choices of what kind of saw
Right.
feeling kind of things going on.
So,
Take the
Can't wait
next
for
step,
that.
man.
yeah. And then Christmas Day, our boy Robert Eggers is coming with Nosferatu. I think he's coming. Northman was a bit of a little speed bump for me with Eggers, but he's coming back to like the Vitch lighthouse, that vibe to it. We're getting more, Defoe
Mm.
in crazy black and white and stuff. Is Bill Skarsgård the
The creature,
vampire?
yeah.
I believe so. We
Count
don't get
Orlok, yeah.
Yeah, we don't get a glimpse of him yet. Can't wait to see what that's like. Isn't Lily Depp is kind of the one thing I'm like, I don't know. know about that. That might be the second Nepo baby that I hate besides Jack Quaid. But man, yeah, I don't know which of those should be our honorable mentions.
It's a good. Hey, I made 2 columns for our honorable mentions in games and in shows. So,
Oh, man.
Boom, Heretic and Nosferatu. Yeah, I'm excited. I need to rewatch The Northman now after playing Senua's Sacrifice or Senua's Saga 2. I feel like there's a lot of kind of connective tissue there.
Overlap?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think so. So.
A lot of Bjork reference.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's the Bjork connected universe, the BCU. Yes.
What will Borderlands bring us?
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you for not. I almost forgot to bring up Borderlands. Can that be the train wreck of all time? Can it be decent?
What will it be? I don't know.
Very excited.
I don't understand what it's about.
God bless Kate Blanchett. Like, God, for signing up for this. Oh my, why did she do it?
There's got to be a reason.
Man. And she bought too many castles? Like, is she Nick Cage 2.0?
And our girl Jamie Lee right after an Oscar, like.
She's gonna be a great Tannis. I think. I don't know. I thought that was perfect casting. If the supposed One Piece season 2 casting is great, I think Tannis is equally as perfect for her. I don't know. Even like I remember watching the trailer. I thought the girl who's doing like the tiny Tina kind of thing, the girl from Barbie,
Ariana Greenblatt,
young. Yes, I thought those parts were kind of funny. Maybe they get over, too much. Jack Black as Claptrap can't be worse than real Claptrap. That's for sure. I don't know. The Randy Pitchford of it all, how much he seems involved in it, and he's so weird. I don't know. Who knows?
We will be here for that.
How much Cage the Elephant will be involved? Who knows?
Oh man, I hope they're all like the freakers or whatever. What's the weird bandits? What are those called? The
Psychos, right?
Psychos, yeah.
Freakers?
Yeah. I hope Cage the Elephant are just dressed up as the Psychos.
Oh, that'd be great.
Chances Matt Damon is in this movie.
Above zero.
Above zero. Imagine him as like 9 toes or something.
That's really good. Oh, good stuff. All right, let me run down our most anticipated for the second half here. In games, we have Stalker 2, Star Wars Outlaws, UFO 50, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and Astro Bot. In shows, we have The Penguin, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2, Dune Prophecy, Arcane Season 2, Only Murders in the Building Season 4, and Like a Dragon live action. In movies, we have Alien Romulus, Trap, Joker Folie à Deux, Transformers 1, Heretic, and Nosferatu. It's going to be fun. Good, fun second half. What are the chances that 2024 ousts 2023? What are the chances, do we think? You don't think so, Kayla? You think no chance?
Mm-mm.
I kind of agree with Kayla. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff. I think it's going to be more of a quieter year for a lot of the things on here. Movies might just run away with it this year because there's just, I don't know, a lot of movies coming out. TV, I had to scrape the bottom of the pan to get a show that I was excited about for the rest of this year, really.
Until you remembered Arcane.
It's been bad.
No,
it's not like this stuff has been bad. It's just not blowing me away.
Yeah. I mean, we had that insane game year last year, I
was going to say.
Right.
We got a level of quality last year, like across the board. Like throughout all, like TV, games, movie, there was a level of quality.
Sure.
That was like really consistent last year.
Yeah.
And like we've just had like a lot of highs and lows this year, I think personally. A lot of expectations not met. Some fantasies not so final for some.
Oh, they're final. Until 5 years from now, and I get lied to again.
Oh, that's good.
God.
Oh,
Ugh.
poor Cloud and the gang. All right, guys. So that was episode 173. We broke down our favorite games, shows, and movies so far, and the most anticipated for the second half of 2024. Been a good year. Maybe not a great year, but we'll see what the second half brings.
I think it's been great. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of time for like Shogun, which I've heard is fantastic.
Shogun.
Fallout I gotta finish, I still gotta Mr. and Mrs. Smith was so good this year. So many games, like I haven't touched Dragon's Dogma or Infinite Wealth. I think you guys are gonna play Crow Country soon, or I really want to play that. I think the issue hasn't been with the year, at least in my experience. It's just been me just having time to experience the year, give it a better shot.
Yeah. Well, when you throw 150 hours at Final Fantasy VII, these things happen.
God, I wish I hadn't. Man, that could have been like 7 Crow Countries or something. Man.
I love that this is becoming.
I could have woke that dude already. God damn it.
So good.
I'm bummed out. I feel Final Fantasy 15 about it, and that's not a good way. And I only put 58 hours into that game. This is like, oh God, I'm so stupid. Why did I do it? But anyway,
thanks for listening to episode 173, the official shit on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth podcast from the Machine of Nonsense. If you liked or hated Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, how about you let us know? machineofnonsense@gmail.com. Take all your spicy takes out on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And the second half of 2024. Let us know if we missed anything on our most anticipated. All right. We are getting out of here. I think D has already left the building. That's okay.
He's so mad at me right now.
We are getting out of here.
Summoning Comet or Meteor or whatever.
Ooh, I like it.
Cometer.
All right. That's a wrap. We're getting out of here and saying goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Cloud. Bye. The reunion, Cloud. It's time. The third game won't be called Reunion, I promise.